facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
There's a reason.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We did promise you that we were going to have the Honourable Minister of State for Youth Development join us. Unfortunately, he's going to join us briefly because he's been called into an emergency meeting, but we have joining us via telephone, unfortunately not via Zoom, the Minister of State for Youth Development, joining us via telephone this evening, Mr. Ayodele Olawande. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayodele, for joining us. I know that you had to squeeze your arm to join us on the conversation. Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
All right. Quickly, let's talk about, because everyone is obviously talking about the process, but first and foremost, let's talk about Mr. President's intervention for young people, because majority of the people who have been screaming about hardship, I mean, the hardship reaches everybody, but young people are mostly interested in this protest, and they're the ones who are saying we have to put an end to bad governance, we have to put an end to the hunger, and all of the hardship that we're experiencing. What have been Mr. President's intervention plans to address the brain drain that young people are experiencing?
All right, thank you very much. I let me agree with you, and it is not a doubt that any country, I've never heard it before, that there's any country that removes the subsidy will not find themselves in this position. But outside that, it's a realist to us that subsidy has been all front, all back. Some certain people, minority, probably elites or whatsoever we call them, are in charge of everything that every Nigerian needs to enjoy. And the president is saying, no, he took this decision. And fine, he took the decision even before resuming into the office. It's just on his swearing in that, see, I'm ready. And he said this, that the poor must breathe. Again, the poor must breathe does not say that it will happen in just a night. And a lot of things have been laid out. And even to lessen this, the president says, see, for the young people in this country, majority of us, 40% of us are in school, universities, polytechnics, technical college. And immediately he resumes office, a process about student loan came up. And today we are proud to say that the student loan bill is for the young people. It's outside there. And a large numbers of people can access it. And for those that are eligible to get this student loan, they are there. It's for the young people. It's not for the hood. And again, the president come up and said, okay, fine, I've listened to you. The 30% quota of whatever position, whatever office, anything that you're going to do, it's also for the young people. Again, the president came again and said, okay, I approve an intervention fund for the young people so that they can access it. Fine, is a lot of people will say, why is it coming this time? Why is it that we have it now or thereabouts? But fine, it's also a process. You can't just approve and start spending or go to PN and say, okay, the ministry in line with the CBN and all that. That can also happen. There must be a process. There must be a timelines and all those stuff to make this thing work perfectly. And that is exactly what is happening. And a lot of things like that. And I used to tell people that, see, for a government that have the mind of the people, the government must provide an enable environment. Everything that the government is doing now, the decisions, the up and downs that the government is putting up is for the young people. Because when you have an enable environment that you can easily thrive, when there is environment is being put down for you to thrive, there is no how you are not going to make beautiful and great life out of it.
Okay, Honourable Minister, just hold on. I want to quickly just take you back to something that you said, that the president has been doing stuff to help lighten the load for the average young person in Nigeria. You also said that subsidy, when he said subsidy was removed, the plans that he has to ameliorate our sufferings cannot happen in a minute. But subsidy was removed overnight. And of course, the hardship came upon people overnight. Couldn't the president also, while he was planning, yes, but while the president was planning, hold on, Honorable Minister, while the president was planning, like you said, to make this announcement, could there not have been a plan also to cushion the effects and ameliorate the suffering better than what we're experiencing?
Good. You take immediate action. If you take a plan, you start planning to make things happen, right? And you believe that when you are taking that plan, something that have never happened before, and you caught me, so I actually wanted to say something. It has never happened in the history of this country before that you have over 100%, 135% increment of minimum wage. I will answer your questions. You have over 135% of increment in minimum wage, and the National Assembly instructed that the National Assembly should also look at it. Instead of reviewing the minimum wage in 5 years, we bring it down to 3 years, so that even the 70,000 can be reviewed in a couple of years. So for you saying, why don't you plan before removing the minimum wage? So they should keep stealing our money and putting it in individual pockets till when we realize that this country is down. So fine, he did that to show leadership that enough is enough. The money of this country, the economy of this country must revive. We must look at it unanimously and see what the president just did yesterday also by FEC to approve that all local refinery should get their crude oil in naira. It's a decision that we have fed. And let me tell you this, it's not the day that you were giving birth to that you become a presenter on the radio. The decision was made before any planning. It was not planned that when you give birth to you, then you will start cropping. All the money was put down for you. Then you start going to school. The money was there. There's a plan for the money. There's a plan for everything that makes you become whatever you are. So there are some decisions that you must take. There's some critical decisions that you must take that you know that is going to affect you. But it's just for the meantime. It's not going to last for long. It is for the generation. It is for everybody that mean well for this country. And anybody that mean well for this country will know that there is nothing you can get easily. It must come with a commitment. And the president is committed, is committed to the people. The competence is there, and he has the most character.
Interesting. I like how you answered this question, but you still haven't necessarily answered my question. In the interim, because of course, like you said, there's no way in the world where subsidy was removed and it was easy for the people. That is why there's planning. There are different parts of the world where they're facing an economic downturn of sorts, but they're cushioning effects. They're cushioning effects. Hold on. They're cushioning effects that have been put in place that are sensible and able enough that is capable of making the people, go through it without so much hardship like the one we're experiencing in Nigeria. So again, I ask, now that you're saying that it will take a while, we need to be patient. In the interim, how many people will die of hunger? How many people who will die because they're unable to buy the medications that they need in hospitals? How many people are going to have a problem? Okay, go ahead.
The major problem we have in this country. The problem we have is that even for us, someone like me that talks, you that received, and others, we need to re-engineer our system. We need to re-engineer our thinking. We need to re-engineer what we put out. Because I've never seen where Owando go out to go do a sales rep for a Jeep. No. It is whatever you put out from the people. It is whatever the people hear from you. That is why we need to be patriotic and think about Nigerian first, not personal. There is hardship. It affects everybody. I don't buy fuel in lesser price than you buy it. I don't get things in the market in lesser price than you get it. And I'm saying it is time to plead and appeal to our people that it is just a matter of time. A lot of measures have been put in place so that the hardship is not going to be hard. A lot. And I've mentioned some to you. And today, I also told you...
Those are long-term plans, and nobody is disputing...
long-term planning.
Those,
You cannot stay and start sharing... let me tell you, even the one that the president did, 20,000 trucks to all state governors. You said long planning. I will choose the states. There's some states that before...
How many people can that rice get to?
And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. You said how many? Then I'm explaining to you. There's some states that their FAC is just 3-point-something billion before. Now they are receiving 10 billion. That is why we have what we call areas of government, whereby you have the federal, you have the state, you have a local government and that. And to revive the local government autonomy so that things can get down to their people before anything. So we have it in the local government that you can reach out to the people. We have in the state, and that is why even the money coming from the subsidy that was removed was taken to the state.
I want to ask...
that they can have enough to do and to make people survive this, but just a little time. Very soon, it will. If the economic is revived, we will not be here saying this.
Okay.
Everybody will say a new look. The president of this country is not looking at the short time this thing. He's looking at the long time so that a large numbers of people will come. The way you said, Awolowo did this factory, Awolowo did this education, Awolowo is the one involved in this and that. That is the renewal that the president of this country is bringing to us. And it's because he have the people's as heart again and again. It's because we have not, the decisions that have been taken in this country, if we have been taking this decision for the past 60 years, this country will not be in this position that we have now.
I have so many questions from all that you've said. You're saying that rice has been sent to different states. How many people will this rice get to? For example, just hold on, sir. Hold on. The rice is obviously given to states. Yes, the states will obviously be the ones to share, but is there a track and trace process? You may not be the proper position to answer. And you're saying the president is not looking at short term, but in the short term, I asked you a question. How are people supposed to survive? Is it just rice that people need to survive? How about Medicare? How about the other things, the cost of living in itself? You've talked about the increase in minimum wage. Hold on, sir. I know that I'm a journalist. Hold on, sir. The minimum wage that you've talked about. Hold on, sir. Don't be angry. Just hold on. You talked about just hold on. So let me answer that you can respond and get back to your meeting. All right, quickly. You talked about the increment in minimum wage, but then of course the purchasing power of people is still down. If minimum wage is 70,000 naira, people are still complaining that, well, this is not enough. Why do you not, one way or the other, deal with the issue, which is mostly insecurity, the food shortage, and the fact that most of our farmers are unable to come from their farms or even go to their farms? We're facing a food security issue in no time. They're not asking for quick fixes.
How long have you heard it in the news that, to be honest with yourself, how long have you heard it in the news? Is it as bad as what the government made when it comes to insecurity?
Oh, are you asking me the question?
Yes, I'm asking you. You asked me that the farmers, what you said was that the farmers are not able to go to this. Every issues, even in agriculture, even in the earth you just said, if you are conversant with the news, there are series of initiatives that have been signed under earth, this thing, giving back to the earth centers and making sure that the Ministry of Earth and this thing is working with the state to get to the grassroots so that you can take a common Panadol and whatever, even if you're having a one way or the other in disorder in your head. So these things are things that are out there. So for us, bringing it back or emphasizing on it, we look like you pick it up there. It's good. And let me say this: I'm not hungry. Maybe probably I have passions. I'm not hungry. You understand?
Okay.
I'm just trying to explain also to get this down to you that is our country. We must be patriotic about it. What the decisions that have been taken is for everybody. And we are pleading that everybody should have just put the time on standby and everything is going to be all right. And we are putting it in a words.
Great.
It's going to be all right. The common man will laugh and will be happy to be in a country called Nigeria.
Perfect. Honorable Minister, one quick question. This is a question that my callers and my viewers constantly ask. The government, on the one hand, is telling us to be patient, to manage, to see how things can turn out better for us, because you're saying that you're building a Nigeria that we will all be happy to participate or partake in. But you're buying private jets, you're buying SUVs, you're fixing. I'm so sorry. I'm giving you statistics. It's not hearsay. It's not hearsay, sir.
It's not hearsay. You have this.
Billions have been approved for the president's the first lady's vehicle. Remember that it was in the budget. The vice president. Hold on, please. Please do not insult our sensibilities, Honourable Minister.
No, that's not
the
correct.
Vice President's villa was also refurbished, and of course, monies were also supposed to be approved for a presidential jet, even though you're telling us that you're going to have to sell some of those in the fleet. Hold on.
Sorry, all these things that you are reading, do you read it on social media?
I did not. Listen to me. I did not say that you bought a presidential jet. I said the federal government was considering to buy a new presidential jet, and you have said that you have but you're not letting me speak. Can you allow me? Can you allow me land, sir, so you can answer my question?
No, all these things you are saying is not correct. That's why.
Okay, please correct. Okay. Since I'm not correct, please correct me. Correct me. No. Honorable Minister, please correct me.
Let me tell you, one of the problems we're also having is this: we follow trend. We go on Facebook. I've been telling people that.
So this is hard facts. Can you give me the facts? Since you're saying that this is wrong, give me the statistics.
We go on Twitter. We go on Snapchat.
Okay, we need the facts from you, Honourable Minister.
Our country to say things that are not correct about our country.
Can you give us the statistics?
Let us learn how to say the correct things.
So we're here to learn. Give us the statistics.
Correct
How
things.
much money was voted to fix the vice presidential villa? How much money was devoted to buy new vehicles?
When we started this program, you called me a Minister of State for Youth.
Yes.
I'm not Minister of Finance.
I know, but you're saying, that we're not giving you facts.
And again, let me tell you this. The Vice President Lodge is under the Vice President Lodge is under the Ministry FCT, and is not a lodge that has been maybe they built within 1 year. It has been existing. It has been there. It is a gradual process. And that is why I said you get your information right before making accusations. It's not something that you voted billions of naira to go and do. Hold on.
No, I want to give you the facts. So you're telling me that
go and do. It is a continuous stuff that was completed. And when something has been done 80 to 90%, I just need to put a finishing touch into it just to make it work. So are you not going to do? Are you going to leave it there?
Well, but if you're prioritizing Nigerians, again, I'm not trying to vilify you in any way. Okay, we're here to have a conversation. Well, again, we're looking at a time where the government is telling Nigerians, if you let me, the government is telling the average Nigerian to be patient, tighten your belt, hope for a better tomorrow. We're planning, we're putting things in place. Should the government not cut spending on their own part to show some goodwill to Nigerians? At least if you're telling us to hold on.
You're not in a country when the president sent a circular that you cannot even travel out officially with the money of this country.
How many people traveled with Mr. President to Dubai?
I don't know.
How many people were part of the entourage?
Not a question.
But you're saying that you said that the president was going to, well, I do know.
I don't know. When they
again,
were going to Dubai,
again, the president
were going to Dubai, you should know clearly.
I do have that statistic.
I'm not angry, but your question somehow is funny to me because
you're making, Honorable Minister, you're making cases, and you do not want us to give you the statistics to the case that you're making. The president sent out that circular, and weeks later he went to Enugu with more than the number that he proposed that we take. Yes.
Enugu.
He went. Yes, I think either Enugu or Owerri. He went with more than the proposed number that he said he was going to travel with. In the country, yes. He gave us for foreign travels and he gave us for inside the country. And he still went above and beyond it. These numbers are out there. It's not fake. We're not talking about
on social media.
I cannot believe I cannot believe that you are playing hide and seek with this issue. All right, again, let's come back down to why you want people to. Let's come back down to why. Let's come back down. This is not a social.
Bring the facts.
I am still giving you the facts, and I'll give you the numbers in just a minute. But quickly, let's talk about why you want us to shelve the protest.
Why you want us to share the protest?
Yes, why you're saying that Nigerians should shelve protest and not protest. You're saying they should be patient.
We are appealing to Nigeria. We are begging Nigerian youth that they should look at the facts, not the trend. They should look at the issues, not allowing anybody to use them for political anything. That this is what is our country. Sorry, this is our country. This is what is meant for us. This is a reform that concerns everybody. And these are the things we've highlighted that the president has taken serious decision about so that it will make things lesser. And this, I've talked about the student loan, that no student will go out of school. No, one single student will go out of school because he cannot pay a student his fees. And on the entrepreneurship, that okay, this thing is open to you to go there and get your whatever initiative, your business, and whatever you want to have in investment. And investment fund is also there. And to tell you that, see, we have a long way to go. This is our country. I'm a young man. We have a lot of young men in this system, and we know the passion that the president have for this country. And these are all the issues that we are pleading. And the one we just did, to create an enable environment, to bring up the economy, so that even Dangote and every local refineries will be, a lot of things will come back to the country, and we'll be happy about our country. And we are begging, and we are pleading. And if it is about protest, it is, our begging and pleading does not also say that, yes, me, I'm a product of protest. I've done over many of protests. We're eligible to do this and all that, but we should not go outside and destroy the common man, the man that is not able to feed himself and all that. We should not go back and destroy their things. We should not go back and even destroy the heritage that we've built for a very long time, the roads and all that. That is not the issue. We can go for a peaceful protest. It is correct. It is good, it is just, and it is godly. But we should also be passionate about our country, not to destroy anything of our country. And that is what we're saying. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Just quickly, there's a question here for you. I just want to quickly ask you. I think that the Honorable Minister has dropped that call. He actually did tell us earlier on that he was going to be in a meeting with the president. The president just called a quick meeting, but I really wanted to take the questions that are coming in. But Lagos, we're going to go on a break. When we come back from that break, we're going to take your thoughts and your comments. Honorable Minister of State for Youth Development speaking with us there, of course, trying to ask us to shelve our process, but then he has been making some well, in fact, he has told me outrightly that we're talking about social media news and we're not talking about facts on hard facts. Of course, one of the most important aspects for me is when the president said that he was reducing his entourage on foreign trips and, of course, local trips. And he said it was good for the foreign trips. There were going to be 20 officials. And for the local trips, he also reduced the number. But then a few weeks later, Mr. President himself broke that embargo. But the Honorable Minister is saying that he did not. Interesting times. We'll take a break, Lagos. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Will you, after listening to the Honorable Minister, shelve your protest?
This is Hard Facts.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Loans, quick loans from QuickBooks. No matter who you are. If I need quick cash to support your business, or you need the quick loans, make I show you the way. Come to QuickBooks, yeah. Whether you be business owner, happy you be 9 to 5, it no matter who you are. QuickBooks will give you loans, quick loans from QuickBooks. Come get your loans today. QuickBooks will give you loans. Use Papa, whoever.
Get diverse range of loans from QuickBooks by Access Bank for your business and personal needs. It's fast, reliable, and easy to access. Get QuickBooks loans on the Access More app, QuickBooks app, or by dialing *901 *11#. Access. More than banking.
Appliance, quality performance in abundance, energy and constance. This one no be one chance. 70% electricity saving for your AC. 50% electricity saving for your freezer, refrigerator, washing machine. Tamukuno the shake out sure. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Imagine thinking you bought an unlimited data plan, but the next thing we hear is,
oh, this data has finished again.
Well, that's what happens when you don't buy a truly unlimited data plan.
Enjoy truly unlimited data with unlimited speed-based data plans from Airtel. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to buy now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
If you get the big dreams, to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams, to do big things, lonely day with red money. If you get the big dreams,
get loans of up to 7 million naira on Rain Money. Call 0700 5500 or visit rainmoney.com to get started now.
Hey there! Yes, you! You just won 5,000 naira cash! And you, sitting by the side, there's 1 month Showmax subscription to watch the Premier League waiting for you! You behind! Of course! You're not left out! How does 1,000 naira airtime and 2,000 naira Uber discount sound? All this could come true when you buy the No Unwrap and Win pack, open it, look for a cube with a 6-digit code on its wrapper, text the code to 8011 and follow the prompts to stand a chance to win any of these instant prizes. Promo valid from July till December. Terms and conditions apply. Get extra value on the Knorr Unwrap and Win Pack. Knorr, eat for good.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you.
You can also get it on Jumia.
Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
This is a public service announcement. The moment you didn't know you've been waiting for is here. GT Co is offering shares to the public. From Monday 15th July 2024 to August 12th 2024, you have the opportunity to own shares of GT Co PLC when you apply to the GT Co public offering of 9 billion ordinary shares at 44 naira 50 kobo per share. This means that at 44 naira 50 kobo per share, you can now share in our vision and own shares of GT Co PLC. To apply, simply go to the GT Co website at www.gtcoplc.com or visit any GT Bank branch nationwide or any receiving agent listed in the offer prospectus. Offer is open from 15th July to August 12th, so don't delay. Apply now to own shares of GT Co. GT Co. Proudly African, truly international.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket in the draw or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside and 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
My people, I salute you now. You don't tire to dey sit down for house because you not get wetin you dey do. Abi na you dey tell person say go come and welcome. And you sef don dey reason am say when they go tell you your own. Okay, now the time be this because Bliss Legacy Limited don dey employ. When we say employ, they don dey give people work when it be say then they find before. Even if say you no get certificate, you be say you not be degree holder, but you sabi operate phone. Abeg run enter Bliss Legacy Limited with everything when you know say yes, they fit identify you as adult citizen when it be say go fit do this work, and you fit still earn up to 150,000 naira when it be say if you still pass that one. So locate our office now for 52B at Denny Jones when it there for Ikeja for Lagos State, and the date of this interview na Friday 2nd and Saturday 3rd of August for this 2024. So call this number 091 699 84780 091 699 84780. Please Legacy Limited. Now we they change people's lives.
The event, the tournament, the Nationals is coming. August 12th in Lagos. Witness the brightest minds from across the country in a battle of intellect and eloquence.
Have you ever wondered if controlling resources will be the key to dismantling?
Yes, a child has not been properly academically satisfied.
Has such person not also get experience, like your 5th point?
Experience fierce competition.
Peace cannot be kept by force. It's not because there's natural resources there.
Persuasive arguments.
I believe that through a balanced approach to religion and education.
Don't you think that such a person is old enough to decide?
And innovative thinking.
By 1985, the poverty level was below 46%.
If they don't have money for tuition, are you saying they are not going to be accountable?
Whether you're a debater or a spectator, Mark your calendars for August 12, 2024. I Beg to Differ, the Nationals in Lagos, Nigeria. Get ready to be part of history. For sponsorship and other inquiries, call Lagos Larry Griffin 0706 827 1163, Shola Kolade 0907 173 3835, or send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ Students Debates Competition, the Tournament of Champions.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court
Sitting
has
in
convicted,
Tafawa
suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting her friend with her husband, knowing that. You should not feel happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome back. It's Hard Facts, and it's time for us to take your reactions to the conversation with the Honorable Minister of State for Youth Development, Mr. Ayodele. He has been speaking, of course, in favor of Nigerians, especially young people, shelving the strike action that's proposed to happen, or rather, the protest that's supposed to happen on Thursday. And he's made a case that the president is working hard and putting things in place to make the future of the average Nigerian a better one. But that there are no quick fixes, he says, and that we have to be patient. Just like the Interior Minister had said earlier today, that Nigerians need to be patient, that the president doesn't have a magic wand. What are your thoughts? Join the conversation. We're live YouTube, Nigeria Info FM, on Facebook Live, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation on WhatsApp, 080-959-75805. You could call me as a lady, 0201-465-7190. Gentlemen, 0201-277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Miriam.
Yes.
God will bless you in Jesus' name. In fact, you are more than a seasoned journalist. It is well with you. Miriam, Honorable Minister, he's lucky he just dropped the phone and left, probably due to one engagement or the other. But he's lucky. If you want to come on Nigeria Info to come and tell anybody, especially our listeners, anything, you should come straight. You should come clean. He came on air to tell a seasoned journalist like you that you are not vexed or abreast with situations around you or in your country. You are the news, Miriam. They don't know. This is not TVC. This is Nigeria Info. So you have a rep and you deliver anytime, any day. He said everything is available for the youth. Miriam, how many youth can access those things he said is available? How many? Without connections, without affiliations, without godfathers, how many youths? I expect his likes when they get into power, they should change the narrative. Nothing is honorable about you if you cannot come on air and honorably answer questions that are posed at you. I beg to differ all his opinions today. I don't buy it. It won't stop the protest because he has only come here to compound problems. His principal role of protest, he should remember that.
Okay.
How did he get there? He got there through connections as well.
Okay.
Me and you, he has said that place. We will not know anybody. May no call the wine.
All right, Mr. Bully. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Rita.
Hi, Rita. Go ahead,
Maryann,
please.
Yes, who is an honorable? Honorable that cannot tell us the truth. He's standing in our faces Nigeria, telling us what we are not supposed to hear. Maryann, this country belongs to all of us. In fact, let them gather everybody they want to gather. I think there will be more than the protesters that will come out to protest. They should not beg us. We are not their family. They should stay there and do whatever they want to do. And we will come out if they have the mind to do whatever they want to do to Nigeria. Let them do it and see if this country, very soon, Maryann, let me tell you,
No negativity, darling. Okay, take it easy.
They will not be able to guide them again, to be sincere with you, Maryann. They will run and leave this country.
It's okay, it's okay. I know that tempers are high, okay? But take it easy. Let's not allow our emotions to overshadow. We're having a conversation. Let's think about it. Because there's no other country that you can call your own. This is our country, and we can't go anywhere else that would accept us. There's no place like home. So let's have a very solid and very logical conversation and be very realistic as to our future. Let's not try to... I know. It pain me as it pain you. But let's not allow our tempers to flare, okay? Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Sorry about that. Do call us. Apparently, I want to apologize. The male line is down, so you can call. Everyone can call the female line. It's 0201-465-7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm calling from Oworo.
Go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
The Honorable Minister did not allow people to contestation. For asking him about the SUV, did not.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your line very bad. It's going in and out, and I can barely hear you. Can you please call me back? Try calling me back, sir. Yes, I'm so sorry about it. It's the connection where you are. Turn off your radio, please. Good evening. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Chief Chris.
Go ahead. 60 seconds, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about what the honorable minister said. He has his duty to defend his government. So, but what I'm saying is that government should just provide adequate security for the people to protest. At least let them vent their, let them express their anger by protesting. So the security will prevent any hoodlums. So that this thing, it doesn't seem as if, it's just like going on hunger strike. At the end of the day, the thing will cool down. Then government has seen that people are not happy. I know that the government has, the president has a listening ear. Let him devise means with his ministers how to tackle most of the problems.
But that's what the minister said, that they're putting plans in place, that we need to be patient. I only asked a simple question. What happens in the interim?
Yes. They are putting plans, but it doesn't debar anybody from protesting. Protest. I think people have the right to protest. But what we are calling for is let it be peaceful. Then let government provide adequate security.
Well, the IG of police has said that every senior police officer should, provide protection for all the protesters. So that's not in question.
That's all. So let people not feel as if we have to burn the country. This is our country. We don't have any other country.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Hello, welcome. Good evening.
Hi, Maryann.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Storm Radio.
Go ahead.
See, sorry to sound like this. The interview was of no use. That is the Minister of Youth for Youth, or what's it called?
Minister of State for Youth.
State for Youth. If he wanted to play the propaganda, he was all over everywhere, the social media. So it's not a news why the government is the way it is right now. It's supposed to represent for the youth. Played well. He can never give valid excuses to say.
But he stayed. But I mean, to hold brief for him. He said that the government is doing things for young people. There's students' loan. There's cash schemes.
Are they in my dreams?
You probably don't fall in the category of young people that need those interventions.
Please, I am boiling at the moment. Please don't add me to see. The last energy I have, let me just conserve it. It was of no use. It was all over. He wasn't saying something tangible, telling you that you're following social media. What is clear to the blind in his piece of newspaper. He was just jumping. You should know this. Are you asking me a question? simple question. Answer. You couldn't give one definite answer.
Okay. All right.
And he had to leave.
I've got to go. Thank you very much for calling, Storm Raider. Interestingly, I was trying to remember the state. Owerri, yes, obviously, I got that right because I first was saying Enugu. Yes, the president went to Imo State right after that circular was released, and he himself broke that embargo. So yes, thank you very much, Oluwafe on Facebook Live. Yes, thank you very much. Kestivity Kester here says, why did you attach honorable to his name? He's an honorable minister. Someone here says on WhatsApp, and I'm going to try to run through all your messages because I have very little time on WhatsApp. Someone says, you can see how the show of arrogance and incompetency, the honorable minister just blew an opportunity to talk to Nigerians and douse the feeling of hopelessness. John from Idimu in Ikoton. This one says, there's nothing honorable about that honorable. What have the legislators and the executives and the House of Representatives done to the allowances? Imagine collecting allowance of millions for recess and personal assistance. This is ridiculous. Oluwasomi Abiodun sent us that message. This one says, if he denied presidential jet, what of presidential yacht? Again, I think he didn't listen to me, and I said, and I had to say it again and again that yes, we've heard that the government is planning to, and that they had also said that they were going to sell some of the planes in the presidential fleet. But of course, we also talked about the fact that legislators were buying cars, monies were approved for the office of the wife of the president to buy a new fleet of cars. He refused to speak about that. But of course, this one says, okay. This one is saying, no Nigerian is asking for quick fixes, but apply leadership as seen in other countries where things are working, making Nigerians to migrate. Maryann, do not call any of these politicians honorable again. They haven't done anything worth calling them honorable at all. He lost his voice when you asked him about the new airplane bought by the president or bought for the president. He rigmarolled and lost all. Jeremiah from Ikeja, thank you for your message. This one says, okay. So the honorable minister left already. He knew he said all that he said was fallacy. It's quite unfortunate. Every question you asked him, he tried to dodge it. Never answered any. The protests will and must hold. Mercy from Maza. Unfortunately, we have to go on a break. I wish we had more time, and I wish the minister had time to stay with us, but he said that there was an emergency meeting that was called by the president and he had to attend to it. But I want to thank you all for listening and participating in the conversation. Tomorrow, the deputy spokesperson for the National Assembly, that's the upper and the lower house, Mr. Agbese, is going to be joining me on A's and Nays to talk about the National Assembly's position. On Thursday, I beg your pardon, he's going to be joining me to talk about the National Assembly's position, because tomorrow the National Assembly is going to be reconvening on an emergency session. Apparently, I'm guessing that it's preemptive of what's going to be happening on Thursday, because no one knows what's going to happen on Thursday. But tomorrow, I have just 1 hour on the show and I will be with you talking about the protest.
You sitting by the side, there's 1 month Showmax subscription to watch the Premier League waiting for you. You behind, of course, you're not left out. How does 1,000 naira airtime and 2,000 naira Uber this?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.